fields. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off from Acrisure. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's a throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19,
Go! Looking for a throw here. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
red on red. Take right open. Here we go.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hey, easy, route.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Lawrence in the pistol. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
23. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Has a man. It's Brown. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Brown on the inside give. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. They've got a man in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dell with the grab. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And a 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
the Steelers going nickel. Third down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run! Heavy, heavy! Silver!
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, let's go.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Motioning the tight end now. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
Ready.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Hey, Lion.
They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Running right, it's Williams. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
They're set up at the 35 now.
30 left. 11. Hot.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Williams can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Lisa 24.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, sir.
They'll look to run with Williams. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
On red.
Now Lawrence. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a second-quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Now is York to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Finding Judy. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A give left side to Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Brown again. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's go now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Red on red. Here we go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Hey, easy. Route
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Silver.
Lawrence now off the play action. Buying some time right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, that's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Rip, 23.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Hey, run. Red.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Let's go.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11.
Hey, Lion.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Warren. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. On now is York to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Makes the grab in bounds left side. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll throw it. Throwing for the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after. Just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here's Williams to start the drive. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belt. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Ready up.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Easy. Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It is Cup, left side. And And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On red.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Red.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Judy there to grab it. Still going inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Browns get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returnable from the 2. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hey, run!
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Warren can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Let's go.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Going left side, Williams with it. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers lead by 14. Kyron Williams the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. On now is York to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing now, off play action. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So second down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They're going play action. Searching for somewhere to throw well behind the line. Couldn't connect to a takedown. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Pass play coming here. Gets everything he has under this throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That's taken at the 15. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Hey, Lion! Silver!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Hey!
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They just get the play off. That's a Cleveland touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
On red.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Another run for Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's go now.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Red on red.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence to throw it. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Hey, easy, route.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Looking for it with Warren. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal.
23. Here we go.
Running it after the penalty. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Hey, run.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. They try again with Williams. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just 2 yards there on second and goal, and still a ways to go now on third.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence in the pistol. Catch is made. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort that coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns down by only 2 in the fourth. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for 2. He's throwing for it. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that two-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for two when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Red.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hey, go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push this to an 8-point game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 48. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence throwing here. Completed over the middle. Get some space around midfield. He finds space, middle of the field. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Lisa 24.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Straight ahead with Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
On red.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Red on red. Here we go, son.
Back to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Okay, ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right? Pressure right in his face. Nearly turns into a couple points now. Well, now you got to be so careful. No breathing room for the next snap.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Here he is to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll send him over right. Back to throw. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns jump in front now by 5. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. He rolls to it. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now a timeout, and there may be time for 2 plays here, Brock, but a quick short one does them no good. They got to go for broke here. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Silver.
Another try following the sack. Getting out to his left. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.